No, 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 no.
Hey, we're just being friendly.
Yeah, we ain't going. So what, you two gonna talk to us?
When I'm catcalled in the street, when incompetent men explain my own area of expertise to me. So I'm an expert at controlling my anger because I do it infinitely more than you.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Hey, Maggie comes in today, so hopefully we'll get some better set stuff and better organization in the studio, and I can give you a little studio tour. It probably won't be that impressive. It's basically just a bedroom, but people ask, so I'll show you that. But it looks like we're moving to a post-critique world in terms of one particular type of entertainment. And that's entertainment with any non-white male lead. That's an easier way of saying it. The way the press and morons like Mark Ruffalo say it is like, women, BIPOC, LGBT, blah, 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 blah. Non-white male lead, you are not allowed to critique. And it's actually built in to their marketing plans these days. So when a show comes out, right? I believe now, in my opinion, that most of these like insane reviews are actually part of marketing campaigns paid for by Disney, Marvel, or whatever, so then they can prop up all these articles and talk about review brigading and get people to watch their show to own the conservatives or whatever the case is. I'm actually convinced that this is the case. And we're going to get into all that after a quick word from this video's sponsor. Huge shout out to this video's sponsor, Galaxy Lamps. Are you looking for a cool way to add some magic to your home? Well, look no further than the Galaxy Projector 2.0. This lamp projects vibrant RGB colors and laser stars, transforming any room into a magical planetarium. You can control the projector via the app, which gives you full control over the brightness, colors, rotation, speed, on-off scheduling, and much more. So bring some magic into your home with the Galaxy Projector 2.0. The new Galaxy Projector 2.0 is the latest and greatest way to bring the beauty of the Galaxy into your home. The stunning projection system creates a realistic planetarium right in your own home with vibrant colors and beautiful stars that you can control via the app. You can enjoy the night sky anytime, anywhere. Another cool feature is it can be set up to work with both Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant. It can be used on its own without integrating to the app with its 6 different color pattern settings, 3-stand system that allows you to put it up against the wall and ceilings. And right now, if you use promo code THEQUARTERING, you'll save 15% off. Make sure you use the link in the description below or the pinned comment and promo code THEQUARTERING to pick up your Galaxy lamp today. So we see She-Hulk, attorney at law. Tonight, episode 2 airs, which is going to be great because, content is good. It's been a while since we've kind of had like a running cringe factory. Now we have She-Hulk and we've got Rings of Power coming out. House of the Dragon or whatever, the Game of Thrones prequel has been relatively unwave generating. If I like, there's some people talking about, it's, a feminist thing, or, HBO is kind of inflating their numbers of people that wanted to watch it, but it's been relatively tame in terms of, newsworthiness. And if you're enjoying, by the way, and I've always said this, and I'm not going to always mention it, but in this case, if you just watch She-Hulk for a gaffe or whatever, you find it entertaining, like, I don't want my channel to be like, I noticed myself kind of trending to this in like 2021. Like, I don't want my viewers to feel like they can't enjoy something simply because one aspect of it is funny or getting dunked on or whatever. Like, I'm going to watch The Rings of Power. I am. I can be authentic with you and admit that, or it could also be like maybe some of these other guys like, well, I just have to watch it for my channel or something like that. Like, yeah, that's true for me, but like I was still going to give it a chance. Now, there are other shows where I'm like, I'm not interested in this 0%, and I still watched it for the channel. But in Rings of Power, I'm going to give it at least, I don't know, 4 episodes, I would say. I'm going to give it a chance. And then we'll see from there. She-Hulk is a little different. I have no interest in the show, but I watch it because I need to know what to laugh at. The show itself has a 73% audience score. That's totally respectable, for a television show. A goofy, dumb television show. 70% is totally respectable. 87% from critics, I believe that's inflated. But what exactly is everyone complaining about? Well, yesterday, Mark Ruffalo tweeted, whining about reviews. Quote, the rise in bad faith IMDb reviews, particularly for projects led by women and BIPOC, threatens to render the site score meaningless if the problem is not addressed. Let me translate this to you. Okay? We saw this. If you've been following my channel long enough, we saw this happen during The Last Jedi and then finalized during Captain Marvel, where Rotten Tomatoes just ceased to be fair and an accurate representation. I actually supported their change in terms of movie reviews requiring like the purchase of a ticket. I actually love that. Like, people think, for whatever reason, they thought that was some sort of dunk. Like, no, I want to know that somebody paid to see a movie if I'm reading their reviews. And if there was a way to do that with TV shows, I would support that as well. But what we saw was wholesale, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of reviews getting deleted from Rotten Tomatoes, and all of them were negative. They leave the perfect 10 out of 10s, and then they delete all the 1, 2s, and 3s, and they call them trolls. Well, Mark Ruffalo, this did not go very well for you, because, this article, I think that a lot of this is just generated. You know how cheap it would be to get bots to leave a bunch of 1-star reviews when you're talking about $100 million productions? And then you could just have all these articles have been coming out for over a week. You see Brandon Morse or your show integrated obvious politics that force changes to a story that people already like, turning the character into something that she's not and making the show into absolute garbage. How about that? I mean, he's just getting destroyed. Stop pushing demographic narcissism disguised as profound storytelling. People with low self-esteem don't need to project their feelings of inadequacy onto others. Assume that others view them as inadequate and then try to dispel stereotypes that people already reject. I'm angry about catcalling. 2/3 of all unaliving victims are men, even in countries like Australia. Get some perspective and stop with this fascist attempts to lecture entire demographics just because you hold stereotypes about them. I'm just kidding. I don't even know who Aurelian. I'm gonna give you a follow, bud. That's a base take. And like you see, nobody like Cope. Here's 3,000 likes. Women, the Alien franchise, BIPOC, Blade, Black Panther. It's almost like audiences prefer good stuff over bad stuff. Even more recently, remember how people liked Alita Battle Angel better than Captain Marvel? So they said Alita Battle Angel was sexist because Alita is too attractive? Like, yeah. I mean, this came out a couple weeks ago. It's a female lead. Most of the cast is Native American, and it got mostly praised to the point of being called the best since the original. Seems to be doing pretty good on IMDb. I'd actually agree with that take. I liked it. I mean, it was a little like, it wasn't perfect, but, after, I had, I don't know, legendarily low expectations for yet another Predator movie, but I thought they did pretty good. The ending was suspect, but if you just suspend disbelief for a minute and don't pick on everything, it's good. How about this? 1,000 likes. Wizard of Oz didn't have this problem in 1939. Women have been in lead roles since the dawn of the film industry. Audiences don't hate women, they hate terrible movies. And even then, that isn't true. If a movie is bad enough in the correct ways, people will still like it. He's just getting destroyed. Maybe the show is just, I don't know, bad. People are tired of woke crap. It's like, does Mark Ruffalo even read his replies? Here's Critical Drinker. Sometimes, Mark, you just have to concede that your show is a bit garbage. This is one of those times. 5,000 likes, and he tweeted that like an hour or two ago. She-Hulk's review brigading proves IMDb's biggest problem. What, that it lets people voice their opinions? Now, I would be, if you were talking about like IMDb, by the way, they're just trying to get IMDb to bend the knee like Rotten Tomatoes did. But like, if IMDb were to put more systems in place to stop bots, I'd be all for that. If they had some like insane verification system that you had to go through in order to leave a review, I'd even be for that. Because I don't care if they're good or bad. I want to know my reviews are being left by a real person. I believe, again, that a lot of these review brigades are fabricated by the people that are actually making the shows, because it's incredibly valuable free marketing. And you get people to like watch your show. I think that both sides do it too. Like, you get people to watch your show to own the libs. You get people to watch your show to own the Democrat or the conservatives, whatever the case is. People are just getting played. I mean, what they're trying to do, again, like on IMDb, and of course it's not, and that's not about movies with white male leads. And there are plenty of those that get bad ratings. How about Morbius? Okay. Like, Disney's LGBTQIA plus representation of Marvel's Eternals. Oh, what are you saying, that Eternals was a factually like an unarguably good movie that people just review brigaded? Eternals sucked. Nobody wanted that movie. You tried to introduce a freaking dozen new characters and make us care about it in 2 hours. That movie was doomed to fail. And what, just so it's like, oh, we'll just put a couple of POCs in a movie, so that way if it sucks, we can just say it's you're racist, instead of saying, oh, well, I mean, what is Ruffalo complaining about? 87, 73, these are good scores. Notably, Mark Ruffalo was left out of the latest Thor movie, which, suck it. But like, then you get these endless articles where they get to generate clicks, audiences. Allowing audience reviews prior to release also has a negative effect. I agree with that. I actually do. You shouldn't be able to leave a review until, I don't know, after the show's aired. Not even like the minute it airs, but like an hour or two after it airs. All these articles, they take into account all the review brigading as a bad thing, but they all conveniently ignore the fact that these same shows have absolute trash, huge numbers of 10 out of 10s. And like, why do you think that is? Like, if we go to like IMDb, She-Hulk, oh, look at that. It is a 5.2. It has 11,000 perfect 10 out of 10s. So let me ask you, Whining Mark Ruffalo, do you think that She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, is a perfect television show? You're telling me that She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, is Breaking Bad, The Wire, Better Call Saul. Are you telling me it's Seinfeld? Are you telling me it's in the movies, like it's The Godfather of television shows? You believe that, Mark Ruffalo? No, of course you don't. What IMDb should do is just let me click a button to erase all 10s and 1s, and then you'd see the real score. But they'll never do that, because this is now a part of their marketing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait for episode 2 tonight. If you enjoyed it, please hit that red subscribe button down below, and we'll talk to you again real soon.